If you had a client whose down payment was almost in reach last year, or maybe they just didn't have enough to cover closing costs and you couldn't get a seller to accept an offer with seller paid closing cost, it is tax refund season, and we need to make sure that those buyers or people that are on the cusp of buying know that they could use their tax refund to qualify for some of the low or no down payment program options out there. Hi, this is Recharging with Champions. I'm your host, Charlotte Harrell. Today, I'm going to go over the 5 most popular low or no down payment options so that you can present this to people that might be getting a tax refund soon, that couldn't afford a house last year, that might look to be buying in 2025. Number 1 is the VA loan. I love this loan. It is an amazing loan for our veterans and our active duty military. It allows them to buy a home using their VA entitlement with no money down. So if they do get a tax refund, it can be used for buying down the interest rate to get a lower rate, or maybe covering some closing costs if they don't have a seller that's willing to cover all the closing costs in the negotiations. So VA is number 1. Number 2 is going to be USDA. Now, USDA is for rural housing. It is not for in the city living. So if you have someone that's looking for more of a rural area, make sure that your lender, or make sure you are checking to see if they qualify for USDA. This, again, is a zero money down loan product. It does have income limits, so you can't make too much money and qualify for USDA, but it's zero money down. So again, you can use that tax refund money to cover things like your appraisal, your inspections, some closing costs, and buy downs to get that rate lower so that you can afford more home. Number 3 is your state bond loans. Now, these bond loans are specific to each state and they're different in every single state. However, they all are down payment assistance programs. They're typically income driven. They oftentimes will cover most of your down payment, maybe not all of it. Sometimes they have a very low interest rate repayment, or sometimes it's a no interest rate repayment, which is awesome. There's even a couple of states that don't make you pay it back at all. But you definitely want to check out those state bond loans. And again, you can use your money here to cover the closing costs so that you have more negotiation power when it comes to making an offer. Number 4 is going to be your private down payment assistance loans. These are a little bit more expensive. Oftentimes they give you a lump sum to help with your down payment, but they do come at a little bit of a higher cost. So that money you received from your tax refund could very well go to help paying closing costs, especially if you have a seller that's not super negotiable when it comes to paying all of your closing costs. Number 5 are lots of programs that require 1, 3, or 3.5% down. This would be FHA, some conventional products, some niche 1% down products that some banks offer. There's lots of different programs out there that just need a little bit of money down. Now, the tax refund may not cover all of that down payment, but if you had somebody that had a little bit of money, but they just didn't have enough for that full 3.5% down, this tax refund might push them over the edge and put them now in a qualifying position. Make sure that you are reaching out to the 2024 and 2023 clients that couldn't buy because they didn't have enough cash for down payment. Remember, this is the time they might be getting a lump sum, and let's talk to them about some options that they would have when it comes to buying with their tax refund. And remember, the Recharging with Champions site is live. Members only site is live, and for the first couple of months, for the beta time, it is going to be free forever for anyone that registers. So make sure you register before time runs out. Get it for free using code word LEGACY. Now, if you go to code word LEGACY, you're going to get into Recharging with Champions at no cost. Check out the scripts, the templates, and even a couple of private events that we'll have to help you with your video and your marketing creation. We'll see you tomorrow. Just go make a video.